So let's move on. So in year 6, children will consolidate all the information that they've learned. So we've got time adverbials, place adverbials, fronted adverbials, which just means taking your time adverbial, place adverbial, and any other adverbial and putting it to the front of the sentence. And also how and frequency and quantity adverbials. So we have in the morning, later, after, next, at the moment, all of a sudden, after a while. And then place adverbials in the tree, at the park, amongst the clouds, under the sea, behind the chair, under the table, next to the bin. We have the fronted adverbials at midnight on a beautiful summer's day, in the lake behind the Black Forest. And you can see from the fronted adverbials, they have to start with capital letters. Now, that is an important part of fronted adverbials. You can see here, we've got an assortment of place adverbials. Now, some of them started with capital letters and some of them didn't. Now, the ones that didn't would be in the middle of a sentence. The ones that have a capital letter would be at the beginning of a sentence. So even though these are place adverbials, these are actually fronted adverbials too, because they start with a capital letter. And the same again here, in the morning, it's a time adverbial, but this one is a fronted adverbial because it starts with a capital letter. The other ones here clearly don't start with a capital letter, so they're probably going to be found within a sentence. So fronted adverbial, the indicator that tells us that it's a fronted adverbial is the fact that it starts with a capital letter. And then we have the frequency, how something is done, the quantity, a little nervously, cautiously, excitedly, absent-mindedly, never, and suddenly. So again, we've got different types of adverbials and children need to know what those types are. So putting this all together, children will do writing exercise in their year 6 work, and that will also be assessed. So they need to show that they can use fronted adverbials, time adverbials, place adverbials well, and use really, really good descriptive adverbials too. So they need to be able to use interesting adverbials like in the dead of night. Now you can see from this that it starts with a capital letter, so it's at the beginning of a sentence, so it's a fronted adverbial. In the dead of night, it tells us when it happens, and it's a time adverbial, and it's followed by a comma. So that is what identifies a fronted adverbial. So if we put this into a sentence, in the dead of night, as the ominous grey clouds silently crept across the face of the moon, and an owl nervously hooted its warning. So we have got 3 adverbials here. In the dead of night, our fronted adverbial, time adverbial. We've got silently describing how the clouds crept across the face of the moon. And then we have nervously hooted. So now this is describing the verb. So we've got 2 adverbials describing verbs, doing words, and we have a time adverbial at the beginning of the sentence. Everyone, my name is Sabina and I've been a teacher for 30 years, and I also tutor children for their SATS, their 11+, and teach GCSE foundation level English and math. I have a parent-teacher group and I answer all your questions in there, and you get access to this video and other videos that I've done so that you can refer back to them in that group too. I do 3 of these sessions a week, which last on the platform for about a week, and then I take them off and then they get archived into the group. So if you want to join the group, then the link and the details are in the description below. So come and join the group and then I'll happily answer any questions that you have. I also have a free parent teaching magazine which goes out every month. So if you would like access to that delivered free to your inbox, then sign up. The details are also in the link with this description.